Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Some 3 days ago, more than 1 million people stepped out in Germany to protest against restriction that the government had put on them as a result of the pandemic. And it was quite a huge success. Guess what? That is about to happen in the southeastern part of Nigeria as more than 1 million people, or let me say 1 million man march is about to take place. And the reason for this to happen will be disclosed in the news. So if you've not subscribed, just hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos on YouTube. All right, let's look at the news in detail. The grassroots based Igbo groups, including the Biafran Voice International BVI, Alaibo Development Foundation ADF, and Coalition for Alaibo Religious and Civil Society Organizations, will this month organize a 1 million man march against open grazing in Igbo land. President of ADF, Professor Uzodin Manwala, who disclosed this in a statement yesterday, indicated that the action was to prevail on government of Southeast and other Igbo-speaking states to, as a matter of urgency, hasten the enactment of anti-open grazing law. He blamed what people call herders farmers clashes as a major root cause of the present bloody security situation in Igbo land and other parts of the country. What is more, criminals from West African and other countries have taken advantage of this situation to invade our communities, wreaking all manner of havoc, killing, maiming, and kidnapping our innocent citizens, raping our wives and daughters with reckless abandon. Therefore, the first step is tackling the security challenges is to control the free movement and grazing of cattle. We are not saying that nobody should rear cattle. All we are saying is that open grazing of cattle is bad for our security and is bad for our economy and our survival, he stated. According to the ADF president, the Igbo must assert our collective resolve and call on our government to enact the anti-open grazing law, as well as put in place all necessary measures to ensure and enforce the law. The group also faulted the community policing arrangement being worked out by the Inspector General of Police, as according to him, the Fulani-dominated police force cannot guarantee security of Igbo people. ADF instead charged the State House of Assembly in the region to quickly enact law backing local security watch or vigilante groups in the community. The group urged people in the southeast and other areas to immediately follow suit. The courageous and patriotic step being taken and enforced by their kids and kin in the Anioma area of Delta State to prevent the invasion of their territory by Fulani headsmen. We must say no to the so-called community policing program being propagated by the Nigerian police, which some governors are cowardly and for some other reason are accepting. To surrender our security to the Fulani-dominated Nigerian police is like asking the hawk to police the chicken. We in Alaibo Development Foundation ADF, as well as other religious and civil society organizations in Alaibo, call on our people to take their destiny into their hands. Security is the joint responsibility of the people and their government. Any state government that fails to take these legal and political measures to ensure the security of our ancestral home must be declared an enemy of our people, Nwala stated. And that's the news. But amazingly, the date for this has not yet been announced. I believe that in due course, it's going to be communicated to all and sundry so that people will get prepared. Today, it's just a very early days of the month of August. But just according to them, they said they are neck bent to see how they can stop the issue of open grazing. Already, we have seen the impact it has brought to especially those who are involved in commercial agriculture. We've seen different videos where you watch with your eyes wide open as animals entered into possibly a commercial agricultural farm that is backed up with loan, and you see them devastating things without anybody being able to stop these guys. And guess what? The government have been quiet. And those whom we feel are responsible for security also are quiet. They are not doing anything. And I feel that at this point, that 1 million man march should be something that everyone should reckon with. So, and when they do it, the next thing is and also doing it is good enough, but there are some strategic areas where they should go and stay there for a while for the people there to know how they feel. For example, go to the government house, you spend like 2 hours there. The 1 million people feel everywhere. As at that day, there shouldn't be anything, like cars moving in it. Because what we are currently seeing in the country is something that in other places is not obtainable. Imagine up till today, where somebody was talking the other day, he said up till today, they are still campaigning with normal things like good access road. Those are basic things that by now that shouldn't be in the manifesto of some of our people. You see somebody still talking about security when in America nobody campaign with security because they know that it is the most basic responsibility of every government to protect lives and property. So for you to come out and in your manifesto, you are telling the people you are going to protect them against external aggressors. It's like you just, that is as if you do not know what you're doing. But here in Nigeria, those things are topmost in their manifesto. And I feel at this point, the step about to be taken by these groups that have mentioned themselves should be supported. And, it's the right of the people. For anything they feel they're uncomfortable with, they can stage a march, no violence, but they are just there to register their impression and talk to the government to see how those issues which they have listed and which has warranted their, going around the whole state to be addressed effectively. The issue of insecurity in the southeast, it's really unthinkable, and I feel that not just going around doing this, but after the 1 million man march, they should also think of setting up a structure that will structure security structure. We know there is a lion walk and all of that, but it should be more effective. We've heard that the state governors in the southeast have a plan to kickstart their own security operation and all of that. But then they need to integrate. These are some of the things that must be clearly spelled out, that for any form of security operation that is about to be brought to being, the stakeholders, the people, must be in the know, and they should be there also to make their suggestion. Because they are the people this thing is really, really affecting, especially those who are in the different communities in Southeast. These things are really affecting them, and so they should be given an opportunity to also make suggestions. And the issue of open grazing shouldn't be a struggle. It shouldn't be a struggle, because the truth is that the effect of these guys are really being felt. Don't behave as if there are some level of agreement you've had with them before you came into office. Because the truth of the matter is, whether you are in PDP, you are in APC, when you step into government, the thing that matter the most is your own people. Because PDP will pass, so one day, this APC we are talking about, we won't see it again, because we had NRC, we had NC, we had different AD, we had different political parties. Today they are not in existence, but the people who made up the party are still alive, strong and healthy. So, which means that a time will come, this one will face. It's your own people, the people that you were dealing with, that you were meeting day after day. And if you did not treat them well, when it's time for you to be reintegrated into, the society again, you will find such a huge abandonment by your own people. So merely get into office, it's important to realize that what matters is your own people. So whatever you should do should not be for your party, but for your own people. I feel that the federal government or the state government in the southeast should listen to what these guys will be saying during this 1 million march and take it up to the federal level. Let them understand our people are tired about this whole thing that is ongoing, and we want you to proffer a lasting solution to them and present what you have in mind, which you want to, start up, which will help to kind of reduce the level of insecurity, or if not even totally exterminate the issue of insecurity in your area. Those that ought not to come in shouldn't be allowed to come in. Unfortunately, we do not even have a database that can take stock of those who are truly Nigerians, because we've heard that most of these Fulanis we are seeing are outside the borders of Nigeria, from Niger. That's why they don't care whatever that is, even if it's to bring down Nigeria, they don't give a hoot. The reason is because they are not a part of the country. So I think the step about to be taken by these indigenous groups in the southeast is a good one in the right direction. But though they have not spelled out the date, we are still waiting. People are still waiting to hear what the date is, and that's where we're going to leave it. Just go to our comment section. Do you think that this will help to to ease some of the pains of the people, or that the federal government would take into consideration whatever will be presented during this 1 million man march? Let's interact.